Hey guys, welcome to episode 88 of Two Girls Tripping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
We have got a fun little twist for you. We are giving you 2 episodes this week. This episode is
I already forgot about that.
That's okay.
Like, what's our twist?
This episode is just going to cover PWHL expansion and then MNHL, some trophies and playoffs.
Yeah.
Episode 89, which is also going to release the same day, is going to be us covering off-campus episodes 1 and 2.
And warning, it's long, and it does have some spoilers in it.
But also keep in mind that Abby, for most of the episode when she was editing, was just sitting there smiling and laughing.
I was just like,
it's
giggling.
worth it.
It's a very chatty, very like just girls debriefing kind of episode. I really enjoyed
very
it.
informal.
Yes. And if you haven't watched Off Campus and you kind of want to know what's going on with it, but you don't really want to sit down and watch it, we summed it up in the same amount of time that it would take you to sit down and watch the episodes yourself.
Honestly, probably a little bit more, but that's because I rant a couple times. Never mind.
I think it ended up being about an hour and a half long. You'll know because you can go see.
Okay. Should we talk P-Dub?
Always. Ladies first. This might be a good time for me to open my notes, eh?
Typically, yeah. I just got done taking a mind-numbing test, an absolute humbler, if you will. So if my energy is bleh, it's because my brain is gone.
Yeah.
If you see it, let me know, because clearly I didn't have it with me in that test either. This is my second Coke Zero.
I'm about to have my third caffeinated beverage of the day. It is like 3 o'clock. It's
rainy, and I didn't go to bed at an appropriate time.
And we had a stressful day, an emotionally draining day yesterday.
Which an emotionally draining evening.
Yeah, don't worry about us. It's fine.
Just processing.
Yeah. Okay, PWHL. I have a couple of things before we get into the expansion.
I'll allow it.
Okay. I do want to call attention to the fact that PWHL Vegas posted a good luck to the Golden Knights on their social media account. Not a great look.
It's just
I would argue a bad look.
That was poor marketing.
That was very poor marketing.
Because I took that as Britta Carl Salami confirmed to Vegas. Because I was like, oh, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. How many sexual offenders did they have on that team that we know of?
Bare minimum 2.
Bare minimum 2.
Yeah, it was not a great look. I understand they're in the same arena and they're in the same city. You just didn't need to do it. I think that they did not think about what their audience was when posting that, but it happened.
And on Pride, mind you.
Yeah, and in Pride. Also, prior to the expansion, the Vancouver Golden Knights officially parted ways with their head coach of this past season, Brian Adolski.
He gone.
They haven't announced who will be taking over, but they've got time. And speaking of coach changes, Boston has hired their head coach that they're going to use moving forward, Francois Motet. I don't know how to say your name. Method is what it looks like, but that is not right.
That can't be correct.
Yeah, I will learn. I promise. And then the expansion happened.
I'm not familiar with him, but I can't say I made time to really dive into him this week, so that's my fault.
No, it's been such a busy week. You would think that the PWHL season is over, things would calm down. No, honey, we're just getting started.
It's expansion time.
Yes.
This is arguably the most stressful time of the year for me.
Yeah.
So, in terms of P-Dub.
Honestly, I've been sitting here getting all these notifications of who's going where, and it is going to be basically a totally different league next season. There is not a single team that I've looked at that I'm like, oh God.
I mean, the Victoires is probably the strongest. They've got the most of their original cast so far.
So far, yeah. So before, I think it was last episode, we talked about kind of how the expansion process was going to work, and I did a very bad job of explaining it, and it's mainly
just
because I don't.
Rules.
But prior to it fully kicking off, there were some teams that re-signed some of their players, so I'm just going to run through that so we know who is locked in. Minnesota Frost re-signed Kelly Panek. Oh my gosh, I wish
that's a good call.
Yeah. Toronto re-signed Reagan Kirk, another great call. Minnesota signed Taylor Heisey.
Period.
Yeah, Toronto re-signed Renata Fast, and Vancouver re-signed Sarah Nurse.
All of those strong work.
Very
Good
strong
job.
decisions. I support this message.
This message is brought to you by organizations that understand the players they need to succeed.
No, for sure. Speaking of
link in the bio below.
Speaking of organizations understanding what players they need to succeed, do you want to talk about player protections?
Okay, it's my time to shine. So all of the existing PW teams got to select 3 players that are initially on their protection list before the new teams, the expansion teams, could start taking contracts and really start playing the game.
Yeah.
So the Fleet, honestly, like I said, they all understood what needed to happen here.
It's true.
The Fleet re-signed Aaron Frankel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan Keller and Haley Wynn. Yeah. I mean,
and suddenly
need I say more?
pouring rain.
It's been raining on and off.
Yeah. No, those are, no notes on that, honestly.
Minnesota re-signed Taylor Heisey, as you said, Kelly Panek, as you've already said again, and then Maddie Rooney.
Yeah,
stellar lineup. At that point, I was like, oh my God, so you're telling me Britta Hurl is going to Vegas because they did not sign her ass. But unfortunately,
they didn't protect her.
If you ain't protected, you ain't contracted. Get the fuck out of here. Scram.
I just wish she would have gone to Vegas. Spoiler alert.
It would have been it would have made sense.
Yeah.
But you know what did make sense? The Victoire protection
Oh
list.
my God, yeah.
It's Renee Devienne.
Yes.
MPP, Marie-Philippe Plin, and Laura Stacey.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're big 3. Which also last episode, I mean, this is just like common sense type stuff. But I was like, that's who they need to decide. That's their big 3.
Yeah.
And they did. So thank you for listening to me. Clearly, I know what I'm talking about. I have successfully skated on ice one time for a couple minutes, unassisted.
I have not successfully skated on ice yet. No, Montreal, and honestly, I would say New York as well, but specifically Montreal, I wish they had more protections because that team runs so deep.
And the Fleet.
Honestly, a lot of these teams.
Yeah. A team that I don't know too much about, the New York Sirens.
Yeah.
They protected Sarah Fillier and
absolutely.
I'm just gonna keep a brave face about this. Christina Katunikov.
No.
Katunikov.
I wanted to
there's
see you
an A at
pronounce
the
it.
end.
It's
Dang
Christina Kaltenkova.
I didn't see the A. It's on my screenshot different.
And now that she's got her hamster with her.
Kaltenkova.
Kaltenkova. Yeah.
I was so close, I feel.
You were.
Kind of. I didn't see the A. It's on a separate line for me.
Is it?
Yeah,
because
mine's
you got yours typed
mine's
out.
from the source, the origin.
Mine's from the source
PW
too.
website.
No, she's got her hamster back in New York now. She's got to stay there.
Thank God.
Yeah. Christina Kaltenkova, she was the number 1 pick last draft. And so, I mean, it makes sense that you keep her.
Oh my God, was she really? Has it really been that long?
It's been 1 year, yeah. Yeah.
Their other protected player was Casey O'Brien. I don't really know too much about Casey. I'm sorry.
She's
I don't really
good
watch
too.
the Sirens that much.
She is another rookie. They're definitely... Here's the thing about New York. They have not had good seasons pretty much since the start of the PWHL, and they've got some really young, really exciting players that are finding their groove, like Casey O'Brien and Kristen Kaltenkova. They were both rookies, and I think those are smart moves. And then Sarah Fillier to lead, absolutely.
Yeah. The Ottawa Charge, they protected Rebecca Leslie, who popped off
absolutely
in playoffs. She literally the last series, and honestly the last couple games of their second series, once she got her first goal, she was on one.
You didn't go too long in a single game without hearing her name.
Yeah, for sure. If you were taking shots every time you heard Rebecca Leslie,
drunk,
you weren't able to keep up with what was happening.
No.
They also re-signed Gwyneth Phillips. Yeah, of course.
Tracks.
And then Rania, what is it?
Slovenian.
Slovenian.
Guys, we both went to speech therapy as kids. Also,
did you?
I did, just not as long as you did.
Yeah, fair.
Slovalainen. Yeah. Rania
Final answer. Rania Slovalainen.
So, Savalainen.
Savalainen. You heard it here first. And then we have the Torrent. We have Alex Carpenter, Hannah Murphy, and Anna Wilgren. Those are solid picks.
Yeah, Hannah Murphy was a golden choice. Alex Carpenter was a golden choice.
Now, why they didn't re-sign Hillary Knight, I'm assuming that was her choice.
I am also assuming that was her choice. TBD on where she has gone.
It seems like it's between San Jose and Detroit, and
Yes.
I need her to go to San Jose desperately.
For reference,
We'll
we're
get
filming
there.
this on Sunday afternoon. So it's very much still ongoing. So things may have moved past what we're talking about. It's on our story.
As I believe Ellie Goldie said, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. Then we have the Scepters.
I felt like that was
kind of...
I felt like that was pretty good.
That was pretty accurate.
No auto-tune or anything.
My original vocal cords.
Ariana Grande Eternal Sunshine tour has started.
Sometimes.
God, the Scepters.
The Scepters. They protected Renata Fast, Reagan Kirk, and Ella
Shelton.
Sheldon. I don't know why it's because I don't have my glasses on. It's kind of hard for me to see.
Are your eyes just raw dogging this world right now?
They raw dog every episode.
You can put your glasses on.
No, I don't like how they look in the camera. You can't see anything on my face, which will be a theme in episode 89 when I am debriefing my episode. You will see here up only pretty much.
I'll
fix that next episode.
Nah, it'll be fine.
And then finally, our Vancouver Golden Eyes.
Yeah.
They re-signed Miss Sarah Nurse, period.
Absolutely.
Sophie Jack, and then Emirates Moschmeyer.
Yeah.
All three of those look elite. I would re-sign the entire Golden Eyes team if I could. They have got such a stacked cast.
No, they do. 100%.
Like the personality is
I also
great.
think
The hockey IQ, amazing. I think they just need a better coach.
it was their first season.
Yeah, but they were particularly
And
bad.
people were injured. Sophie Jacks was injured.
Can you speak?
I don't know if I can. Sarah Nurse was injured a good bit. Yeah. I want to say Moschmeyer was also injured
felt
towards...
like a majority of the season.
I know. Which is crazy because she's such a... And here's the thing about me. I love Sarah Nurse. Mm-hmm. And I'm a Sarah Nurse defender till the day I die.
Until proven otherwise for me.
The thing is, we did a deep dive on their family, and I'm still like, dang.
Anything could happen.
I don't know where I was going with that anymore. Oh, yeah. I was like, she was injured a lot of the season, and I still was like, this is Sarah Nurse's team.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Literally same.
Yeah, because it's Sarah Nurse.
I'm sorry, it's Sarah Nurse.
It's Sarah Nurse.
In this household, we support nurses. You heard it here first.
Period. We should get that on a shirt for when we go to a Golden Eyes game.
I feel strongly that there's a way we could execute
100%.
that. There's an Etsy shop somewhere.
We've got Etsy connections at this point.
Do we?
We've got at least one.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
Anyone else you want to talk about?
No, I mean, those are all the player protections. We want to talk about new teams, who's got who.
That's what's up next.
Yeah. I'm going to look and check that nothing has moved while you go through. Well, I'll just check it real quick, actually. I mainly just check in Vegas.
No, I literally
nothing has
just
changed.
checked.
Okay.
I checked prior to recording to make sure I had the most updatedest of list.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
All right, we're going to start off with PWHL Hamilton.
Okay.
Which, I'm sorry, our grandparents lived in Hamilton, Alabama
Yeah.
for the majority of our lives, and it just befuddles me to think the sentence PWHL team Hamilton. Which I know that's not a sentence.
Yeah, which I know Hamilton, Ontario is a big city. The Hamilton that our grandparents lived in was so small.
Picture this, and this might not be geographically correct, but this is how it felt to me.
Okay.
There's a McDonald's, and then there's a community college.
Yeah.
Basically, right behind the McDonald's is a maximum security prison.
No, yeah, I forget about it. Was a maximum security prison, and they got out multiple times.
Yeah, there was multiple times that
like once
there would
a
be an
year.
escape prisoner, and we would go spend a couple weeks down there in the summer with our grandparents because first of all, our grandparents rock. They're so fun, living legends. They stay healthy, healthy if we can figure it out, wealthy and blessed forever.
They are wealthy. They don't spend any money, so they've got all their money.
They got that Great Depression mind frame.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like money buried in their backyard.
Oh my God, yeah.
But yeah, it's a tiny, tiny town, maximum security prison, and then pretty much people that worked at the prison or went to the cosmetology school there.
Yeah, there's like a two-room theater.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
I think
it was super small.
100% had asbestos in it.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a little like drive-through. It was kind of like a Sonic dupe.
It's the best drive-through. It is the best like drive-in diner, like 1950s looking thing that never got updated you've ever seen in your life.
A core memory of my childhood is when I broke my arm while we were there.
Which time?
No, the rest of the times, I've broken my arms twice.
I can't believe Abby was allowed. I can't believe CPS didn't get involved with us because
they tried.
This little one broke her arm 3 times.
It's true. I did.
3 times.
And not like the same arm.
No.
I shared the love with the group. Anyways, I broke my arm at grandmother and granddaddy's house. And
falling off a trampoline.
Which I've always been graceful.
Super coordinated
Super coordinated, super graceful. And I got to ride in the front seat of the car for the first time. And I got a strawberry milkshake from that drive-in diner thing. It was the most incredible. I was like, dang, I need to break my arm again.
It's before I knew that I was lactose intolerant. A chocolate milkshake, burger and fries, grandmother in the front seat. Oh, let's freaking go.
That's how I learned to put
freaking go.
That's how I learned to put barbecue sauce on my chicken tenders is there.
They literally, and this is the last thing I'm going to say and we're going to get back on track. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they just would create the most perfect summer experience. Like you were never bored. It was crazy. It was such a time to be alive.
It was just like it's the type of small town that you just have no cares in the world when you go outside. So we would literally just spend hours and hours outside. There was that storm tornado shelter.
Everyone's poor. Everyone's the same amount of poor.
It was fantastic. God, I'm excited.
I have all of the warm, gooey feelings about that.
Anyway, so
let's talk about
Hamilton.
That's our Hamilton. Let's talk about the new one. So, speaking of warm and gooey feelings, Emily Clark to PWHL Hamilton. Did not see that coming.
I didn't either. That happened this morning too.
Is today the 7th? Yeah, today is the 7th. Yeah, for a 2-year standard player agreement. Frankly,
I wonder how much they're paying her.
Shocked. Sorry. Well, I know how much the charge was paying her.
Oh, a lot.
Oh, she was making 130 plus.
She was the highest paid PWHL player last year. So I'm like,
which I don't know who her agent is, but me next.
Ditto. Let me get in there.
And then yesterday, Nicole Gosling got signed to PWHL Hamilton.
That one's hard for me.
That one hurts. Our former Victoire player, she got signed to a 3-year agreement.
Yeah, we're
going to miss her.
We are going to miss her. And that's one that if she had gotten traded, I would have loved for her to go to Boston. Because her and Haley Wynn were roommates in college. They're like best friends. So, I don't know. She's great, though. She's going to be great for Hamilton. She'll be a great defender for them.
Anywho, next up. This one was also... I don't know why I get so surprised. This is our second year doing an expansion process, I guess. I don't even know how to call it or what the word is to call it. But I always get so surprised by these people that just leave.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because in the NHL, they get paid a ton more, so they ain't nobody leaving. But our third PWHL Hamilton player is Alina Mueller from the Boston Fleet.
Yeah, I saw
Shocking.
she posted a long thing to the fans of the Fleet, and the Fleet posted a long thing about her. Oh, that one, yeah. That one was going to be hard. There's another one that went to Hamilton that I think was harder.
We're going to get
But we're
there.
going to talk about her.
Next up is Kaylee Osborne,
Yes.
formerly of the Sirens. May you find better success at Hamilton.
I think she will.
The bar's in hell, so you can do it, girl. And then this is the second biggest. Well, I would say second, because it goes one that I'll get to, then this one, and then Emily Clark for my biggest shocks. Brianne Jenner.
See, to me, Brianne Jenner was the most shocking one. To her as well, because
She did not want to go. She basically got evicted.
She said straight up about the whole signing and whatever. While it was my intention to continue and finish my career in Ottawa, the organization has decided to move in a different direction. She was also captain.
Keep in mind
was
they
pretty shocked.
just finished playing for a cup.
Yeah. Granted, this was their, third finals appearance and their third loss?
Girl.
So I get wanting to shake things up, but Brianne Jenner? That's not shaking, that's an earthquake.
Ooh, I like that.
Thanks.
So yeah, that one was shocking.
Yeah,
and
I
that
agree.
wraps up Hamilton.
It does.
So then I go in a crazy order because I saved the worst for last. So my next up is San Jose.
Okay.
Kristen O'Neill, formerly of the Sirens, she got signed to a 2-year deal.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I just think that they're going to have a good time. San Jose has such a good culture.
Yeah, the city is great. I think that's going to be a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Also of the Sirens and
One.
Sherkowski.
From the Sirens? Let me see. Yeah, Tchaikovsky. You said it right the first
You
time.
saw it here first.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
She got signed yesterday to a 2-year deal.
Dude, New York is going to be a very, very, very different team.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ottawa is too.
Yeah. Honestly,
All of them are really, if we're being for real.
most of them got the Victoire and the Golden Eyes are the ones who have been spared so far, to me, in my opinion.
I don't know. Nicole
Maybe the
Gosling's
Scepters.
hard for me.
It's hard, but it's not Brianne Jenner hard, you know?
It's not. Yeah,
It's not Emily Clark hard.
that's true. Dude, Ottawa, I think, has gotten the.
They got just absolute fooked over.
Once again, Ottawa is taking the brunt of it.
Jeez. They
Yeah.
say they want a team so bad there. And then they just constantly try and fook them over. It's like a psychological experiment at this point.
Yeah, it really is.
Next up, from the charge, if you will.
Yeah.
We have Rory Gilday.
Yeah, that's another one that I'm like, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Which you can only protect so many players, so I get that a lot of it's kind of out of the hands of the charge. But damn.
I'm not expecting to see them in playoffs next year.
No, me neither. I don't know who I'm going to see in playoffs next year.
I don't know, but I know I'm going to see Corinne Schroeder at San Jose.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I think it's a good choice for them.
No, I agree. I think it's a good choice for her, especially.
Yeah. Especially if Hillary Knight didn't get protected. Like, they already had a bad season, a bad inaugural season.
Who did they protect again? Hannah Murphy. Yeah, I mean, Hannah Murphy's going to be their number one goaltender for the foreseeable future for sure.
Yeah.
Alex Carpenter and Anna Wilgren. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just had to refresh my brain.
You're good. That wraps up San Jose anyways.
Yeah.
So let's go over to our favorite PWHL team to wish our MNHL Vegas team good luck in playoffs.
Vegas.
Kendall Cooper, rest in peace, girl.
Rip.
Enjoy that desert.
I want to talk real quick. Well, let's talk about the other player and then.
Yeah, because they
I'll
only
do my
have
little
two.
one. Yeah.
The other one is May Batherson.
Yeah.
That's hard on my list.
Both Minnesota players.
Yeah.
It wasn't until
And
yesterday.
both defensewomen.
Yeah. It honestly was a surprise to me that Britta Curl didn't go there. But
Shocked me to my core.
What wasn't a surprise for me is I think it was Friday. They were like, every team except for Vegas, ended Friday with 3 players signed. Vegas didn't have anybody signed until yesterday afternoon, which was crazy to me. And so much so that 365 Hockey Girl talked about how they might be trying to trigger an emergency expansion draft. It's just like, I don't know if they were trying to hold off, or if they were trying to trigger a draft, or if people just didn't want to go.
I think people didn't want to go.
That's what I'm choosing to be
honest with you.
Vegas
It's a freaking desert.
It's a desert, and
it gets also hot as fudge out there. And it's also, your MNHL team is literally Carter Fart. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
You got freaking Howden over there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Who would want to go there? I wouldn't even want to be in the same state as them. And thankfully, I'm not.
Oh, thank God. That's the one upside to us not having an NHL team in Alabama.
Deniability.
Yeah. Fuck them Moes.
Speaking of, our number 1 Detroit sign.
Dude, we were talking about how we need to move to Detroit last episode, and this news broke, and we were like,
immediately no.
Never mind.
Immediately no. First of all, Dylan Larkin requested a trade out of the Red Wings the same morning, which I saw. This is just a bit of like funny haha. I saw because people don't like him. They were like, he heard that they were getting a PWHL team and said, I got to get the fuck out of here.
I saw something that he was like, I knew that he was going to request a trade the second that they wore those like Detroit loves women's sports or whatever. And
it was like,
and he was
font
like,
2.
It was so small, but they were like, I just knew he was embarrassed because if the Upchuck brothers could read, they would be really disappointed in him.
It was such a, for me, given the fact that the Red Wings have had multiple female owners, it was really shocking to me that they came out with that fuck ass small invisible t-shirt. So much so that my memory reprogrammed it that it was the Senators that did that, because I was like, yeah, that would make sense.
Honestly,
well, like no one wore it, and if you did wear it, you can't see what it says. I feel so supported.
I feel so seen. Woo! It's crazy to me, especially because I mean we've talked about it for weeks now. Detroit is a booming city for women's sports right now.
It was. And now they have Shitta Hurl Salami there.
Shitta Hurl Salami.
She got signed June 5th, and I immediately closed out any tab that was looking at jobs in Detroit.
I just also want to say we are aware that we mispronounce her last name. It is
so
Salemi.
Intentional.
We get it. We just don't like her.
Most of the time, I don't even say her full name, and I definitely try not to say it correctly.
Yeah. I don't think we're stupid. We're not stupid. We're just hateful.
We're just bitches.
I do also want to say there is.
I just don't respect people who don't respect my people. I'm sorry.
No,
in pride, we're gonna recruit Britta Carl.
There is a like fundraiser type thing going on right now called puckcoral.com, where they are donating to the Ruth Ellis Center. They're donating every time she scores a goal in the regular season.
That's crazy.
They're also taking donations. Like if you want to pledge $5 per goal or something, you can do so.
I'm going to say something so out of pocket here.
Say it.
That is equivalent to me as if the Vegas Golden Knights contributed $5 towards, oh my God, what is the like massive sexual assault page?
This is a fan thing.
It's a fan thing? I thought it was Detroit.
No. This is a PWHL fan program. This is not associated with Detroit. But yeah, it'd be like if the Vegas Golden Knights donated to victims of sexual assault for every block shot.
It's Rain. That would be, yeah, because I thought you were saying Detroit, the organization, was doing it, and I was like, oh.
I was wondering why I was getting such an extreme reaction from you.
Yes, because I was like, so basically, to put it into a more dramatic setting, that would basically be like if the Vegas Golden Fights donated $5 to Rain every time that Carter Fart saved a puck. Yeah. Like that would be insane. I'm sorry. Like, that's... I'm glad that it's a fan thing.
No, that's a fan
I was
thing.
going to age.
It's fan thing.
Thankfully, I did not overreact to that.
You said, what? There is a moment in the off-campus episode that I rewatched like 3 times while editing because it's so fucking funny of Lauren going, forget your oat milk.
This is serious. Forget your oat milk.
It was so funny.
That episode is hilarious. It felt funny recording it, and then hearing you laugh the whole time was...
There were just a couple moments
FOMO.
that I had to pause editing. Okay, back to PWHL Detroit. Britta Hurl, Salami,
Hannah Belka from... Belka?
Yes.
Yeah, from Seattle.
Yes.
Kayla Barnes, also from Seattle.
Yeah, that one I think is going to sting Seattle a little.
Seattle just fully... I mean, they made their choice, and everyone is jumping ship, it feels.
Yeah. It's very, very interesting to me. I'm like, okay, y'all don't have that dog in y'all.
And then they got my girl, Daryl Watts.
Yeah.
As if she's not having a hard enough year.
The thing is, Toronto tried to re-sign her, and she did not want to re-sign with Toronto.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
But now, do we still
Do we still think that?
do we still think that was the move?
Now that you've seen who your teammates are going to be.
I mean, there's just like one, but it's like the one.
It is the one. It's true.
So yeah, that's where we're at these days.
Yeah, I have a couple rumors, and we'll know more. We keep our story updated as things change as well. But some rumors are that Hillary Knight is going to go to San Jose.
I would love that.
I would love that. Actually, I think she would be a great captain there.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming she'd be captain.
I'm sorry.
It's Hillary
If you're
Knight.
not putting Mrs. USA as your captain on your team. What are we doing here?
It'd be like if MPP wasn't captain. I'm sorry. And there's also rumors that Kendall Coyne Schofield is going to go to Detroit.
She also makes bank
don't know
too.
I don't know how that will go now that Britta Carl is there. Sorry, it really took me a second to remember her name. But we'll see how that one goes. And a coaching rumor that I don't know if you've seen because we haven't talked about it.
Okay.
Pascal Rayoun, who is the brother of Manon Rayoun,
Yes.
the first and only woman to play in the NHL. It is rumored that Toronto is planning to make him head coach, which would give us a little fun family rivalry moment. Sibling rivalry.
Might as well.
Honestly,
what we've been doing ain't working, so
yeah.
let's try a different way.
Would just be good for marketing.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. The marketing would go crazy there.
The marketing would go crazy. Speaking of marketing, are you ready to move on to MNHL?
Yeah, that's all I got on the P-Dub.
I want to talk about a crazy marketing scheme that they had. Or really lack thereof.
All I want to say is happy Pride. Now about the men.
Oh, yes. Happy Pride. This actually connects to Pride.
Does it?
Yes. Because they changed their little logo on their socials to the Pride logo.
Who is this?
MNHL for less than 24 hours. They said, that's enough support.
Don't you feel supported?
Yeah. I don't feel supported.
Do you think they got hacked? Be for real. Do you think they got hacked?
I think that Gary Bateman said, it's been long enough, change it back. I think that he woke and saw it and was like, no, we can't support unless they're supporting us.
In Men's Health Awareness Month, you're gonna put up Pride?
This is bad for my mental health. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It is crazy.
I can't with them. The whole organization. Thank God for San Jose and my Habs.
It's just
and our other couple ones.
Don't pretend to be an ally when you're not.
I don't want your fucking pity, bruh.
No.
In any regard.
No. And then we have a couple trophies that have been given out. I know you have one.
I have 3.
Yeah, but I know you have one that you were like, did you see how Valesky got his trophy? And I was like, no. And you said, okay, good. I'm going to save it for the pod. First, though, Connor McDavid has won the Ted Lindsay again. Is
anyone else allowed to win that? How many is that now?
I don't know, because the thing is, he's now 5. I do know how many. It's 5 because he's tied Wayne Gretzky's record. So I don't know. Wayne Gretzky might put a hit out on him, and so that his record's not broken.
Come on, Gretzky, let him win one thing.
I'm sure he will win it. It's the only trophy he's bringing home anytime soon.
I don't think that man is ever gonna get on Lord Stanley's Cup.
No.
Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about Valesky's?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Because I actually am so curious. Something popped up on my feed earlier today, and I was like, no.
So in a very interesting decision, he won. It's the Vezina, right? The Vezina trophy.
The Vezina, yeah.
For best goaltender. How they made that decision?
No, I agree with that decision.
Questionable, but
I agree with that decision personally.
I think that's the majority. It was so much so that I was like, he won the Vezina, the goaltending. He won that one, but neither here nor there. So, everyone typically does like this cute surprise. They'll like save it for a team meeting or do something cute with like friends and family. And reveal the trophy, and it's this cute, heartwarming moment. No, not around here, partner. Not around here.
I'm scared.
So Tampa is just so not that girl, not like any other girl, because they call in the police, right? They call in the captain, the like chief of police for the city.
Why?
They were like, we want to make history.
We want to make history.
We want to create a ruse that Valesky does not understand what's going on. And then we present the trophy. So they put the Vezina trophy in this massive black duffel bag. And they had one of the coaches or someone, I can't even remember who it was, steal Valesky's car keys, unlock it, put the trophy in, lock the car, return the keys. Oh
no, I know where this is going.
The police show up with a K9 unit, with a K9 dog, if you will. And they train, the dog, I can't remember how they trained it to basically hit. It's not a real hit because that dog didn't lay down. But they called Valesky out. And the captain of the police, which is a woman, by the way, and a woman of color.
Okay, period.
Yes. She is like, hey, there was some like activity earlier, and our officer said that they saw him put something in your car. So are you okay if we go in your car and see what he put in there? And Valesky is like, sure, obviously, yes, whatever you want to do, but I don't know what it is, right? The canine dog comes around, he hits on the scent or whatever, so they open the car and they pull out this massive bag. At this point, Valesky starts backing away into the wall.
He's like, it's not me.
The cop is like, it is a massive bag, mind you. And the cop is like, do you want to open it? And he's like, no, I don't want to know what's in there. And he backs away even more. And then they open it and it's the best. And he's like, great, thanks. There's no team there. It's just like 2 cops, a dog, the coach or the head of the team, and Valesky. Just Florida things.
That is the most Florida thing I've ever heard, actually.
So yeah.
Okay.
Happy Vezina.
Now I need to go watch this.
It's so funny, Abby.
That's crazy. I kind of wish that they had like pretended they were gonna arrest him.
Yeah, me too.
But I do feel like that would have been going too far.
I think that would have been too far. I think they were already pushing the envelope on what was too far in the first place.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I like creativity. And I like to see a man scared. So
those schools that do like a week where they act like one of your classmates has gotten in a drinking and driving accident and died.
No.
And they like show up at the parents' house and tell the parents that their kid has died. in a drunk driving accident and like the whole school like mourns it. This is a thing.
You're saying these words. I've never seen or heard this before.
I'm gonna send you some stuff after this.
In our high school, we had kids that actually did die. We had kids that drowned and got in like golf car accidents and died.
Need to simulate it.
We didn't need it simulated. We had the real thing.
We
had people killing themselves. It was.
We even had guys tripping on acid getting hit butt naked in a Kmart parking lot by 2 cars.
We had people catching felonies. It was typical suburbia.
Canadians.
Is that it? Is that all I'm getting? I don't get any closure about what happens and why they're like terrorizing the children.
It's basically to be like, they're actually not dead. But that's how it would be if you were drinking and driving and died. That's how your family and friends would have to go through.
That's so stupid.
It's insane. They normally will bring like a wrecked car as well and be like, this is the car.
That is so traumatizing.
And no, yeah, it is. But I think that's kind of the point. It's crazy. It's actually insane.
But that is crazy.
At one time, though, I saw this kid being like,
you got to sign a waiver to get spanked in class, but we're going to psychologically traumatize you for free against your will?
Yeah.
USA.
I'm like, yeah, you can get shot in school, but...
Yeah, we did have shooter drills. Love it here. Anyways,
the Canadians, they took home 2 trophies.
Do you want to talk about it or you want me to talk about them? I'm happy to if you want me to.
I mean, you can do it. I don't want to steal your thunder. I'm going to talk a lot with the playoffs. So.
That's why I'm trying to offer my support on the couple of things I know about in the MNHL right now.
Go for it.
Our resident golden retrievers, our resident short guys, our short kings, if you will, Nick Suzuki Pookie, and Cole Caulfield, the shortest little guy that ever lived. They won trophies.
They did. It's true.
Hence why they're in this segment. Nick Suzuki won the Selke for best defensive forward, I believe it is.
Correct.
And then Cole Caulfield won, I think it's a Lady Byng. Yeah, Lady Byng for most gentlemen, like best sportsman conduct, which is just so on brand for what I believe he is like in real life. So they put a little switcheroo. They were like, Cole, you're going to present Nick with this trophy, and it's going to be this whole beautiful moment in the last team meeting. And then they pull Nick, and they're like, you're going to present Cole with this trophy in this meeting. It's going to be this whole big, beautiful moment. So they're both like, got it. So then Cole gets presented his trophy first, and he's laughing, and he's like, oh, thanks. But he's clearly like, what?
Yeah, he was shocked, actually.
I don't think he knew how to segue from that to Nick's because it was kind of awkward, and he basically was like, all right, well, we all know how much this captain over here does for us and how good of a guy he is, blah 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 blah. And then he's like, so I present to you the Selke.
it was a little awkward,
and then they had a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, neither one of them were expecting it, which was really sweet. Actually,
I know. I actually really loved it for them.
Yeah, me too. And honestly, those two dynamic duos.
That team is so dear to me.
Yeah, I'm really scared for the off-season.
It's one of the only organizations that I truly feel that I can support.
No, I agree.
Please don't change.
There's like 2 or 3 in the NHL that I'm like, I can support you, and I
got your back, girl.
I feel confident that you would support me, or at least not catch a charge. I also want to talk about the Habs. I think they went to a party celebrating the victoire.
Yeah, they've been at those.
Jakob Dobej with a stop sign with Debian's name on it just feels right to me.
I love them.
Yeah, and then wearing the Walter Cup shirts, I love it.
Yeah, their support of the victoire.
Yeah.
Whether it is required by the team or not, I don't care because it seemed very genuine. And those 2 teams do support each other very well. They do show up for each other. Like the guys very willingly from appearances, could be a gun to their head behind the scenes we don't know about, but it looks like they willingly will wear the victoire stuff and celebrate them and show up to events and games for them.
No,
I like to see it.
I agree. I think those 2 teams have a lot of respect for each other.
Right after, I think it was the next day after the Habs got eliminated, they were at some concert. It was Marty St. Louis and Cole Caulfield in victoire shirts And I think they were like shotgunning a beer or something.
Was it the Luke Combs concert?
Maybe it was.
I think it was.
But they were just fully in Victoire, just repping their girls.
I love that.
We need more
that's
of
what
that.
I want to see.
That's the kind of partnership I want to see.
I don't want a 0.2 size font "We support women" shirt.
Prove it. Make me feel it.
Prove it. I also want to talk about in exit interviews with Montreal. Brendan Gallagher did reveal that that was his last season with the Habs.
Speaking of psychological trauma,
it was actually horrible to watch. He kind of was like, I mean, it's very clear that they are moving in a different direction. For reference, he didn't play after round 1 of the playoffs. He only had 3 playoff games total. He was scratched from other ones, and he did say he wants to continue to play, but it's pretty clear that that's not going to be with the Habs, even though he still has a year left in his contract.
Which we knew about that. He didn't have a lot of game time this season. He just doesn't need to. Like, we just have younger, better guys.
That's the
Circle
thing.
of life, babes. Love you so much.
There were 2 aspects of it that were really hard for me to experience.
An empath.
Parasocially was, I think it was Caden Gooley. His interview came directly after, and a reporter was like, how do you feel about this being Brendan Gallagher's last season with him? And that was his first time finding out about that. And then there were a couple of other interviews that they were like,
what did Caden Gooley say?
I'm pretty sure that he was like, I mean, he's a great guy or whatever. And then another reporter was like, when did you find out about that? And he was like,
right now.
Yeah. And they were like, really? And I actually watched all of these interviews, come to think of it. And he was like, yeah, but like, he's not the type of guy that's going to go around and like make a big deal out of it. But then like 3 other players also were like, what? Yeah.
Do you think he got told like right prior to that?
See, I think he just kind of knew in his mind and just said it and didn't think about how he didn't talk to anybody else about it. Yeah. But he said that him and his wife are going to sit down and figure out what's best for them and their family right now.
Look, man, one thing about him, in his prime, great just player. But in his physical prime, one of the most insane face guards.
I will never forget one time us looking up what he looked like when he was young. That is Macklin Celebrini's father. Look. Oh my God. That's like the doppelganger effect.
I'm sorry.
It was crazy.
I can't explain that.
Yeah. I do have another sad thing that I want to point out because I had to live through it, so you get to hear about it. He brought up how much he loved the team, and he's played there for 11 years or whatever, and they were there when his mom passed, and then he broke down crying.
I always get so emotional when he talks about his mom because he gets emotional.
Yeah.
That's one of the few times I've almost cried on the pod.
He started crying so much that he had to go and like compose himself and come back and finishing. I'm pretty sure I said he started crying so much on the pod in the interview. Yeah, so that's a hurtful one, but
I'll miss him.
I'll miss him for sure. I just hope he goes somewhere that I support.
Like where? San Jose? Where he can also not play?
I don't know, man. He could go be with his son in San Jose.
Maybe he could go be with the Kings.
I could kind of see him with the Kings, actually. I don't know, really. The Kings are a tall team.
They just need one little short guy. Diversity hire.
Okay, I have a couple of little things, and then we'll talk about playoffs. I'm just going to fly through these real quick. The Colorado president of hockey operations, Joe Sakic, who, if that name sounds familiar, we did an episode about biggest hockey breakups with him in it.
I knew his name.
Yeah. He will return to the general manager position and promoted some people from within, and it looks like Jared Bednar is going to stay there. I know that has been up for question if they're going to fire Joe.
That better
Jared
not.
Bednar, but
that better not.
It doesn't look like they are. Speaking of people who should get fired, Carter Hart There is a documentary about the Filthy Five case now out on Amazon Prime for U.S. viewers called Code of Misconduct. I have not watched it myself. It is on my to-watch list.
You can rent it for $3.
But you can rent it. If you don't have the money to rent it, I will send you $3.
Do not take her up on that.
Actually,
I don't know why you would say that.
Let me watch it first. But I have seen a lot of people talking about it that don't watch hockey. It's just popped up on my page, but it's also probably because I was like, what is this about? And I searched it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And someone commented on it, the Canes should advertise this as a documentary on the big screen in game 2.
I agree.
All right. Speaking of the Canes, let's talk about the Stanley Cup Finals series so far. Vegas leads 2 games to 1.
No, I like what you said. 2 games to 3. That would make the Canes lead.
I'm just manifesting.
We freaking need it.
Yes and no. So game 1 happened in Raleigh. Vegas won 5-4. I got 2 notifications. Nikolai Ehlers scored twice in the first period. I was like, okay, great. I can go to bed and sleep peacefully tonight. The Canes are up 2-0, right? Wrong. Although Nikolai Ehlers did score, he scored on the first shot on goal in the entire game, just 25 seconds in, and then a second time on a breakaway, and then they just like let Vegas come back. Shea Theodore scored. Ivan Barbashev tied it, and then they basically just traded off goals until late in the third period. Thomas Hertl scored the game-winning goal for Vegas. That's the game recap that I'm giving you. There was a group of fans there, though. Shout out to Tom Danks for sending us this. That had on jerseys with the names of other SA offenders, including Diddy, Epstein. It was great. There was also someone in a Carolina Pasternak jersey.
Yeah, that was
which was an interesting call. I also want to comment, the Canes popped up a little graphic on a commercial timeout. It was the U.S., and it was like all of the teams, and slowly but surely, like everybody fading out and becoming Canes fans as the playoffs go on. And then the whole country is the Canes fans, and Nevada is the Vegas one. And it pops up in cursive, like Disney font with a little star and everything. Everybody hates you, Vegas.
I liked it.
And it was great marketing. I loved that personally.
Also in that game, the Canes fans, icon that they are, they just chanted "no means no" for the majority of the game.
It's true.
Now, did
the
players lose the game? Yes, but I don't care, because if we can, I'll accept bullying Carter Hart. I'll accept bullying.
Absolutely.
If we can't win, I just want them
to
miserable.
Bully him. Absolutely.
And that's on men's mental health awareness. I want you to be aware of how much I hate you.
Yeah, absolutely. I also want you to be aware that the good old Canadian boys, Seth Jarvis's friend group, made DIY'd WAG jackets, wives and good friends.
I thought it said guy friends.
Guy friends? Yeah,
Montana
it's definitely wives
you,
and guy friends.
Montana said that she wanted you to rate the jackets.
Rate them? I don't have all of them. I gotta say, though, the vest, whoever cut the sleeves off automatically gets bonus points.
I agree.
It's a banger move. Also, he's got a, like, tattoo sleeve. So I'm like, yeah. Fair enough. I'd also be cutting the sleeves off. Because that arena is warm.
It is warm.
I was sweating in there. And I don't know. I like them. I'm pretty sure they're all, like, kids of teachers, which is exactly what this gives. It gives, like, spring fling. You got it. Everybody signs your t-shirts vibes. I'll insert some photos, though.
I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, Armless One is number 1. They all fall after that.
He's the only standout.
That's the only standout for real. I can't tell them apart. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's okay.
They all look the same. But they're all just like denim jackets, which I appreciate. And
not designed by Lauren Kyle McDavid.
No. These are definitely giving whack jackets in the original sense.
As God intended.
Yes, as God intended.
DIY whack jackets.
DIY whack jackets, which is how they started in the first place. I also want to give credit to Gay Area Sports, aka Bay Area Sports, but gay. Obviously. Sure. She put out something, I saw it from her. Carter Hart did have post-game press conference after game 1, and it was cut off 9 minutes early. For reference, there was a bullshit article that came out about how Carter Hart has grown so much since the trial. I don't buy it at all. A reporter in this press conference basically asked, like, how he's grown.
Yeah, which is exactly what I was thinking.
A follow-up question on it, and they ended the press conference. They wouldn't let him answer it. They ended the press conference. And earlier in the season, if you didn't remember, Scott Agnes's press credentials were revoked for commenting on the trial situation, asking him a question about it. So I just think it's bullshit. If he's so innocent, why can't you let him speak on it?
I just think it is a commentary on how freedom of speech doesn't exist in this country.
That's exactly what Gay Area Sports was saying as well.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah. She also said, the question to me is innocuous considering I would have asked, how do you live with yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have game 2. Carolina decided to play some hockey in game 2. Thank God. They won 4-3 in overtime. I heard from multiple people that this game was electric.
Shout out to my guy, Seth Jarvis.
Shout out Sethy Poo. Heading into the third period, Carolina was down 2-0. They then scored 3 goals in 5 minutes.
I'm telling you, they're pulling a Habs approach.
They're pulling a Habs.
They're waiting. They're letting the other team get the jump on them. And then they're like, oh, fuck, we got to actually clock in to work. And then...
No, 100%.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
No, 100%.
Because it doesn't always work. See the reason why you're not leading the series.
Yeah. No, I agree. They need to stop letting Vegas get a one-up on them.
Their goalie hasn't played in years because he hasn't been allowed to. How are we not doing better?
On trial. Anyways, I do think it's funny, and I got this from the Canes social media. They were down 2-0. There was a group of people that took their shirts off and were waving them in the air.
I'm pretty sure it was the good old boys.
I don't think it was, based on the picture
they
I saw.
asked Seth Jarvis about it.
Well, yeah, Seth
it
Jarvis.
Could be. It could be.
There was quite a few of them that did it, and then the Canes scored 3 goals, and Rod... Actually, I think this may have just been Kane's admin was like, is it a coincidence that the tarps came off and they scored 3 goals? I don't know. But it happened. The first goal came by Logan Stankoven, who stole the puck from behind the Vegas net and then brought it around to score. It was beautiful. Rod said somebody had to make a play, and that's what happened. Stanks made the play, and all of a sudden, you get the building going again. Mark Jankowski was next, his first of the playoffs. It tied the game, and then...
Was it his first of playoffs?
It was his first of playoffs.
That's unlike
this season, at least. And then Vegas thought they scored to retake the lead. The puck went in the net, but it was pretty immediately waved off for goaltender interference because Anderson was on top of the puck, and they just kept poking him. And that's how it went.
You didn't have consent to do that. Get the fuck out of here.
You did not have consent. Vegas did challenge. It was unsuccessful, which left Carolina with a power play.
Doesn't seem like they've grown. They can't even accept that they did something wrong.
No, and Tortorella kind of doubled down in the post-game.
Oh, that's so unlike him. That's so shocking.
Yeah.
Oh, he works with animals. He's so different when he's off ice.
But it gave the Canes a power play for a delay of game for challenging unsuccessfully, and Jordan Stahl scored on the power play to put the Canes up 3-2. Yeah. So Vegas tied it. They go into overtime. About 3 minutes and 17 seconds to be exact. So not about.
Roughly 3 minutes, 17 seconds and 2 milliseconds.
Yep. Thomas Hertl trips Jordan Stahl, giving Carolina an overtime power play. 39 seconds into the power play, Seth Mother effing Jarvis scores to win it for Carolina. And kept them from going down 2 games to none at home.
which would have been embarrassing.
Yeah. This was when chants of no means no really started circulating for the second game in a row, including an article written by The Atlantic.
Love them.
Yeah. Or I guess published by The Atlantic. Also in this game, Nikolai Ehlers took a shot that hit McNabb in the face, directly in the face, at 87.28 miles per hour.
Hate that for
He
him.
was hospitalized, but don't worry about him. He's fine. He did come back for game 3 with the full cage. Speaking of game 3, they went into double overtime with Vegas ultimately winning 5-4 again.
They did
McNabb
the
played-
same shit. They
did.
They let them get a couple. They let them get 4 goals.
Yep.
In one period.
The first period was scoreless and no penalties. Then the second period, Vegas thought they scored twice. Both were overturned with successful coach challenges, one for offsides, one for goalie interference again. And then Vegas scored 4 unanswered goals.
My God.
Yeah.
That was in the second. I don't know why I thought
was
that
in
was. That game lasted so long. Everything
Yeah.
kind of started to run together.
Yeah, Mitch Marner had a hat trick, his second of the playoffs, and I was shaking in my boots. But
I knew we were
they
cooked.
did pull Freddie Anderson after that period, and they put Brandon Bussey in. It was his first game in 2 months, which was kind of crazy. But he did his
You
job.
got the Jacob Fowler approach. Just get thrown in when we're down bad.
Bro, they really did. The Canes decided to play some hockey.
Period.
And they scored 3 goals in 39 seconds.
Would you say they got bussin' or?
And they
no?
got Bussey. Oh, that made me cringe a little. I don't think people say that anymore.
People don't, but that's his last name. So I'm going to
Yeah,
try and work
yeah.
that into a joke as many times as I can.
Fair. Jordan Martinook, Taylor Hall, and Jordan Stahl all scored.
Jordan Stahl this round.
Yeah, thank God.
Big Poppy is here and Daddy Stahl to the rescue. Thank you.
Thank you for deciding to be a captain
Appreciate
and leading
you.
by example.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and then Andrei Svechnikov
There it is.
tied the game at 4-4 with 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining in the third period. It was also on a power play. Vegas successfully blew a 4-goal lead, which was a great thing. They went to overtime.
I guess I'll take that win. They did
Yeah.
blow a 4-goal lead.
They
But it
did.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
They went to overtime. Nothing happened. They went to second overtime. Shea Theodore scored to win it for Vegas. It went off the skate of Bussey. So, and that's what you missed in the Stanley Cup
Bussy
Finals.
basically played a whole game.
No, he did.
You know?
He basically played the 3.
Riddle me
I
this.
do wonder-
How did 2 goaltenders play a full game each in one game?
OT. I am very interested. I actually just got a notification. I'm very interested to see who is the starting goaltender in game 4. Rod Brindamore just told media that he has not made any decisions on roster yet.
I think it needs to be Bussy.
I think
At
it
least for a period. We can pull him and put Freddie back in, but I'm sorry, Freddie, my love, my diva, my favorite redhead of all time currently in that team.
yeah.
Honey, they got the jump on you. They know the algorithm to get past you, and that I'm sorry, I cannot. We're too close to fuckface and fuckface number 2 getting their names on a cup.
No, I agree. We need to win one in Vegas. And Bussy played really well. I mean, yeah, Canes lost, but they lost in double overtime. He did his job.
Yeah.
The Canes defensemen and forwards, I would argue, didn't do theirs.
And who is the Vegas player that's injured now, that's out of the series? It's hard to say because I don't know.
I wish
them.
all of them.
Someone's hurt that, according to Biz Nasty, if you will, it's going to be really bad for Vegas. I mean, they still ended up winning the game, so I don't know how bad. But
Is Mark Stone back out or something?
no, it's a different name of someone I don't know because they play for Vegas.
I want to see real quick. It may have been about the McNabb thing.
It wasn't that either.
Oh, just kidding. We're taking 2 because the mic stopped.
We're back.
I stopped the mics on accident. That's my bad.
For the second or third time now, the mics have just... They don't want to work today either. They don't want to do anything.
This one was completely my fault. The first one, I don't know what happened, but this time it was completely my fault, actually. I definitely close that out. That's my bad.
But anyways, we don't know who's hurt, if anyone.
I wish more
I don't
people
want to
were.
look deeper into that.
Yeah.
But we'll be here next week, and we'll talk more
Yes.
MNHL, PWHL, and then we'll have a
off-campus.
separate episode. That'll be episode 91 at that point. That'll cover off-campus episodes 3 and 4. Yep. So if you really just don't want to hear about the MNHL, you can either listen to the PW part and then go to episode 91, or you can just skip the whole thing altogether.
Yeah.
But don't skip it all.
Don't skip it all. Once again, we're saying this at the end of the episode. I just made a joke about, well, if you've made it this far, you didn't need to listen to this if you didn't want to.
Fair.
Anyways, yeah, we'll be back. There was something else that I was going to say. Oh, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We love seeing comments, actually.
Only positive feedback.
Only
please.
positive feedback, please. I'm sensitive.
Which is what we get, but
I'm sensitive. Yeah, that's true. We do get pretty positive stuff. Anyways,
we'll see you next week.
bye.